Well, looks like Sam's been there. Mama Linda in there.
Hi, everybody.
Well, Mama Linda, at least you're here. Isn't that what truly counts? What do you mean, what's up with me? I don't think there is anything up with me. Not even me.
Right now, I'm floating between hot flashes and cold flashes. Okay, drive me crazy.
Yeah. Mama Linda, we think our little sneezer may be gone. We ain't seen her, we don't think, since yesterday morning. And it's not like her to not be right at that door of a morning and several times throughout the day. Now, I've not seen her this morning or any other time during the day today.
Hey, Melinda. Yeah, she's usually right out there on top of the trash can.
Yeah, we're down to end the house.
Yeah.
So we may be down to three. Our little sneezer's gone. Just don't know.
I'll give it another day with her.
If she ain't back another day, she gone.
She's only ever gone away one time like that and been gone for 4 days. And that was when her back leg was hurt.
And she never did that again.
Nope.
Even when she got better. And this last, well, since her mama died, we think she saw that happen. She'd never ventured away from the house, and when she'd go outside, she'd stay pretty well close to the house. During the winter, she wouldn't go out of the house.
Hey, Mama Bear.
She only went back out of the house again until well into late spring, early summer, when it was real good and warm. Mama Bear.
Get Melinda coming in.
Melinda, there's Melinda.
Yeah. It's snakes didn't go out until last part of April, first part of May.
Yeah. So she must have got comfortable because she likes to sit out in an open spot where the sun beams on her real good. Either on the trash can or down here near the end of the house.
Right out there in the front yard.
Right out there where it's nice and open. So she could have got. Don't know, Mama Bear. Give me one. You know, me, I'll talk about anything. Much to the chagrin of some about some things I'll talk about. But I speak truth. Can't handle truth. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's how it is. But if she's gone, I'll be sad. I'll miss her. I won't miss her snotters. And that'll mean we're down to three. One of the mobiles over here beside the spigot. Darla, Mama Bear, the one that sneezes a lot, the little ghost-looking kitty.
My calico. She's my last calico.
Mama said, "Don't let me pick the subject." I know where you go, Mama Bear. Trust me, I do. Wouldn't be able to blame you. A lot of good stuff coming on. What y'all think about Cracker Barrel having gone woke? As if they couldn't have learned the lesson from all the others who have tried that road. I've heard about that. They've lost my business.
Quilting. How about quilting?
Well, I don't know anything about quilting except it's hard. Uh, might want to hit up Miss Rita for that one, or Elaine. It come out Cracker Barrel woke. They dropped 55% that night. That woke CEO is all up in arms about it. Can't believe people don't like what she's done. Well, you take and you ruin an icon of business, just like you did Budweiser, just like you did Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's, and you expect people to love you for ruining an icon. You want to be woke, that's fine. Keep it out of business. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Jaguar found out what going woke means. Go woke, go broke. That's exactly where Cracker Barrel is headed. It's like this. I don't care if a company wants to support all these different things. It's smart business to support a lot of different things with your own bits of money on the side from the company that sets it aside for that to appeal to those groups to get the business. But when you make all that the business instead of the business at hand, you're going broke. Well, now that's on Elaine's channel there, Mama Linda. You know I'm not a cook. I am just the happy guinea pig. Yeah, which one, Mama Bear? Yeah, business is business, Mama Linda. I don't, that's all good. You're going to put money uh, supporting all these different causes to appeal to all different types of people. That's one thing. But when you start changing the business to make it be about causes that are only 0.03% of the population and forcing the rest of us to trying to force the rest of us to accept it, you're going broke. That's all there is to it. I don't care if you support it on the backside of things. But when you try to push it in my face and try to force me to accept it, I ain't coming to you no more. Gavin Newsom, California governor, little wishy-washy POS has tried to burn out folks in Southern California along with that Karen Bass, mayor of Los Angeles. the one who cut off all that water to the farmers there in California. You know who he is, Mama Linda. Don't play coy. And he thinks he's going to make a run for the presidency, thinking he can run this country. Yeah, he could run this country straight into the dirt and dead. Because of Democrat policies.
I mean, he'd get a lot of votes. He just wouldn't win. But I saw someone last night. They were asking.
He wouldn't get nowhere near enough votes to win.
On this one page, just normally a conservative page on TikTok.
Yeah.
They asked what percentage would you, 0 to 100% would you vote for Gavin Newsom to run for president? Again, 80% of them on there said 80 to 100% they would vote for it. The rest of them was like never, 0%. I said less than 0.
Right.
But about 80% of them on there said they would vote for him.
I got a negative 1,000% chance that I'd vote for him.
I wouldn't. Ain't no way.
Well, that just goes to show either one, that allegedly conservative page is not a conservative page, or there's a lot of non-conservatives trying to push their BS.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be a mix of both. Well, you might not watch TV at all, but if you're watching YouTube, you can't help but see stuff come up about it.
I watch TV either. Yeah,
No, not Wisconsin. Newsom, Gavin Newsom. He's the governor of California who's run California into the dirt, with the $1 billion+ rail train that goes to nowhere. Nobody knows where the money went. All sorts of money for other things that's supposed to go somewhere didn't get there, and they don't know where all that money went. We're talking about tens of billions of dollars, all total. That fire in LA that burned all those people out, that was set up, meant to happen. That's because you keep turning on the line, Mama Bear. Exactly. And he is the epitome of Democrat policy. Take everything you can and blame it on somebody else. Which also happens to be the epitome of communist policy. Get all the dirt and leverage you can on others. Do all the crime and swindling. And then blame others. Yeah, Mama Bear, that's part of it. That fire is obvious that it was set up. I mean, there was no water coming to the city in the reservoir that was supposed to be there for the fire hydrants. There was no water from the fire hydrants.
Well, the money that the government sent, the federal government sent for the fire,
It disappeared too.
Yeah, it disappeared.
It just so happens that Gavin Newsom's wife was on the top of some of the committees that was supposed to make sure that money was going where it was supposed to be going. What could go wrong? Really?
I don't remember it was supposed to be going in their pockets.
Like the thieving scum that they are. Yeah, Mama Bear, seriously. It's been on Benny and others. Check him out. his latest thing is trying to act like Trump, talking the way he does, doing mannerisms like he does, and all like that. Sorry, Gavin, you are no Trump. Gavin ain't even good enough to be close enough to being what Trump poops out. Much less a Trump. That Boston mayor is going to rue her day. She's been open about defying federal law and protecting illegal immigrants. Guess what? She may be getting arrested soon. They may already have her. I don't know. But she needs to be because she fully supports full-blown communism. I figured you were, Mama Bear. You're on top of a lot of that stuff more than I am. That's saying something. Of course, I have backed off a little bit. But you're more aware and on top of things like that than I am. It's kind of good. I'm going over something. You fill in missing parts for me. There, Mohawk. That's the one in L.A., ain't it? That Karen Bass was found out that she was a leader in some kind of communist group that practically worships Fidel Castro, saying he was a great man. Oh, him. Yeah. He's another one that needs to be put under the prison. They all following the Communist Manifesto. All you got to do is line up what communists want with what Democrats want, and you'll see the story. So, anyhow, we got our oil change done. Found out my car don't have a fuel filter. When I had bought a fuel filter, turns out the fuel filter was for a diesel, but the YouTube video for my car and Amazon both did not specify that. It specified that it was for my car. My car don't have a fuel filter. My buddy Clay told me that today. I said, well, F me running. He stepped back and said, start running. I looked at him and I said, what? He said, start running. Smiling at me, and I said, shoot, if only. I might not have said shoot. We both started laughing.
Yeah, I heard Trump say something about Chicago's next for the National Guard.
Them and Boston both. Talking about at least 14 states they're going to send the National Guard into to start making arrests and clearing out illegals. Oh, Lord, that was a whole lot of not fun. What new Chicago mayor, Mama Bear? Like she said, Mr. Mohawk up there, he's gonna be on the chopping block too. They need to be.
I just read what she wrote. I don't know about who mayor is.
He's that black fella up there with that black afro mohawk going down his head. Oh Lord, he's funny looking, trying to be all serious. He ain't nothing but a crook. Look him up, you'll see. But things like that, I think, are exactly what need to happen to clear all this out. National Guard, get out the illegals, get out the criminals, put the criminals in prison where they belong, get them off the streets, make the streets safe once again for real. A lot of people trying to deny that there was any crime in D.C. You talk to the people in D.C., there was a lot of crime. And overall, I think they said crime was down like 83, 85% because of the National Guard being there. Trump is exactly what I wanted. It's time for playtime to be over with. Start showing these crooks and criminals that the law will be abided. And some of the sentences, yeah, it's real low. People in Chicago up there are not happy with him. There's one black lady really going off on him and telling him the facts, letting him know she knows the facts. She knows what was coming into Chicago to do for Chicago, and he wasn't spending it on Chicago. No, are you talking about was it Trump, JD, and one other? Saw a picture of them and showing was circling out this. Yeah, I guess I did see that. I just more or less glanced through that to see the picture. Don't really know much of what that was about, but yeah, I saw it. But as I was saying, I think that's what needs to happen. Brandon Johnson, who is he?
That's the new mayor of Chicago.
Oh, so they finally elected out that other guy?
I guess.
Because he wasn't going to step down. On Facebook, Mama Bear, I'll watch it. And a lot of things I get into, I'll get into it for a while. If I talk about it, which I have on the political side of it, after a while I get kind of tired of talking about it en masse because I'm either preaching to the choir or folks that don't want to believe the truth. So I kind of get tired of it after that. Once I've seen I've put all I really can about it out there, you know, I know most of you is preaching to the choir, and there's some folks out there who don't want to believe the truth. Because they, like buying a car, one dude buys a Ford and one dude buys a Chevy. One of them stays in the shop, the other one stays on the road, and the one that stays in the shop keeps telling the one whose car is never in the shop that his car is better, even though it's always in the shop. Well, the leftists out there, they can't even get no wheels for theirs while it's in the shop. But they still saying it's better than what's running on the road and cleaning things up. are so bent on believing the leftist fallacy they won't admit that they see things getting better because it's like the Ford and Chevy situation. They don't want to see it because they put their money where their mouth is and spoke on it. And true to human nature, they can't admit they were wrong. You know, pride and ego is a bad thing. If I'm wrong on something, show me. I'll stand corrected. I got no problem with being shown I'm wrong on something. Problem is, on all this stuff, you can't show me with actual facts that I'm wrong. You have to abdicate your intelligent mind to believe that what the leftists want is what works. So anyway, I'm going to miss my little darling. I ain't going to miss her snotters or her claws. But like I've told Elaine a lot, God gives them to us for a time to take care of, and then he brings them home. We tried not to have any kittens after the first three that Tidbit had, but apparently God decided there was going to be more than those three. With a little bit being gone, the rabbit population is booming around here again. We're starting to see them everywhere.
I'm saying. They're biggies too.
Yeah. They've been allowed to grow.
Yeah.
A little bit ain't been out there hunting them and farming them. That Brandon Johnson, he ain't much better than what left, is he? Or is he? I don't know anything about
it. He might be the same guy. I don't know. I mean, he's a black guy.
Yeah, I don't know that guy's name. I just know he's got that funky fro mohawk.
Well, this guy's hair is low to his head. It kind of looks like he's got faded up sides, but it's not a afro up here. He's got like a cut down. He has his cut down like you get yours cut down almost.
So he's a total buzz cut.
Almost. He's got a little bit about about that at the top.
Well, that other dude, he liked his fro mohawk.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that, Mama Bear.
They got alien squirrels now.
Yeah, it's Fauci and Gates out there doing things to try to kill off humanity. I've heard the name Mama Bear. I'll give it that. Question is it good or bad for Chicago? Kind of thinking about something. What kind of options am I going to have?
I don't know. Is that Fro dude?
Yeah, that's Fro dude.
Okay.
Looks like he's letting some of the rest of his head grow in to get rid of the mohawk part.
Well, on some of the other pictures I've seen, he shaved the mohawk down.
So
That's the person I saw with him with it up that high.
oh, now quit messing with me. Yeah, that's him. That goatee is
Okay.
uh, kind of his thing too.
Okay. So that's Afro dude and the mohawk dude.
Yeah, that's pro afro dude.
Pro Hawk.
Tatum, not Johnson. All right, Mama Bear, you got me confused, hon. I ain't talking about alien squirrels now too, so I hadn't seen that yet. I usually just sit back and chill while listening to stuff and fiddling on me mobile devices. I don't think that Zoran dude in New York is doing too good either. Thank you, Mama Linda. Oh yeah, I love him. Big old 6'2", 6'3" mountain of a man. Knows his stuff. Wish I could afford to try some of his energy stuff. See if it would do any good. But I can't. So that's all right. But yeah, I know the Officer Tatum.
Did you watch him?
Yeah. He's presenting views and perspectives on other things that even enlighten me.
I see him on the TT every now and then. TikTok.
Yeah, he's on there. Okay, Rick. Okay, Rick is more of just a commentator, video review. What do they call them? Like Jethro reviews videos, reaction type.
Yeah, reaction.
Yeah. Okay, Rick's more of that. I love that young feller too. Professor Nez is good. RJ Talks is good. Devori Darkins is okay, but I've kind of veered away from him when they were all down on Bondi because he was the worst. He wasn't seeing it. The rest of them come around and started seeing Bondi's tactics and also realizing they can't tell us everything. Not yet. But I do know they're working on it. And something about she's done some task forces that are going after specific things. That's a good idea. But she's coming after them her way. Dale! How you doing, Dale?
Hi, Dale.
You gonna do it live tonight, or you still got other things going on? Liberal hype man. Not sure I've seen that one, Mama Bear. I've got so many watch now as it is. I kind of stick to what I got. Don't watch all of what I got. Mainly it's Benny, OK Rick, and sometimes uh, Random Tatum. But well, if you do, great. If you don't, you got to do what you got to do, however you're led to do. I mean, I know you've gotten into some other things, all of which I don't know, don't need to know, don't have to know. Uh, you probably said, and I just didn't catch it. But but those are directions that God has you going in. So that's no thing. Uh, it's kind of like when we talked that once about how lives come together and then they diverge, not because of anything bad, but because that's how God leads us to go. Mama Bear, if I come across them, I'll uh, listen to them. As I understand it, they'll, after that talk, things became even stronger with those ties. That's a good thing. Oh, it's a him, huh? There's a woman on there that I've listened to a couple of times. She's really good, but she's not as frequent with her stuff. Uh, she's kind of a day late, a dollar short on some of it, but she still has a good take on it. If I come across her, I'll send her your way. How that work? Well, if it don't, too bad. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Make me laugh.
Huh?
Make me laugh.
I'm sure I probably just made her laugh too. Well, all right, Dale. When you get the time, I know your time is at a premium with all you got into. It's kind of like you took stepped a couple of levels up in what you're doing with school and other stuff. That's not a bad thing. I'm kind of like you never have to feel bad if you don't get with me on stuff because I'm not here to be always a part of it. I'm what I told you. I'm here to be to encourage and boost those who can reach the masses. Not here for the masses. I'm here to boost and encourage those who do and can reach the masses and have uh, the place God has put them in their lives that can affect a lot more. he's put me in a spot to be able to reach those who can reach the masses. And if that path takes you far and away and we don't get to talk and all like that, so be it. You're doing what God's got you doing. Amala Ekbunabi. She's not who I was talking about, but she's pretty good. She used to be straight up living, and she started thinking. When she started thinking and actually using her brain for more than just a liberal storage spot, she became a force. Just like Candace did there for a while, but Candace went off to an extreme in another direction. Kind of disappointed in her. Because Candace was a force. She's kind of like Vicky on iRobot. She got to thinking too much. And overthinking it and seeing stuff that wasn't there. Beautiful woman. Of course, that Amala is a beautiful young lady too. Oh, she went off grid. That's why she's no longer associated with old fella. Can't think of his name right offhand. PragerU. She basically became anti-Semitic. She claims it wasn't being anti-Semitic, but it is. And so she went to an extreme to the right, to where it's no longer on the right. So she'll have a rude awakening on that one day too. But while she was on the right track, she did a lot of good. There ain't no doubt in her intelligence and her debating abilities. But when somebody goes off track like that, there's no talking to them. Yeah, that's why. She ain't figured it out yet. I don't know the full story, but Ben Shapiro, dude on PragerU, they won't have anything to do with it. Now, while I disagree with Dennis on PragerU as far as his beliefs, he's a smart man. You can't take nothing away from him. When it comes to politics stuff and way things should be, he's on the money. Same with Ben Shapiro. I disagree with their belief. But as far as common sense and politics and all that, you could not pay me to get humiliated trying to debate them men. You know, because not that I would, because I agree with them on their views and on those matters. But you know, and who else? Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, to not have been college educated, He crushes them. I mean, absolutely crushes them. The only way they're able to keep debating him is because they're still debating with non-factual facts, things that aren't true. Yeah, I wouldn't want to debate him about the sun. He'd be something I would listen to. I love his knowledge of the Bible. Of course, Officer Tatum is the same way in that light. So is Benny. Those men, they know their Bible. So, well, good thing for you, Dale. You're on his side because I'm pretty sure you agree with 99.9% of what he said. Because he is just that smart of a man. He's not college educated. He'll tell you that up front. But I see stuff of him where he's at elitist universities in England and other places, and he's taking those kids to school. Yeah, so, same with me, Mama Bear. Benny is my top. Yeah, he is, Dale. Uh, he's very knowledgeable. Now, you get down into some of the nitty gritty mechanics of it and all like that, we might find differing things. Of course, I can't say that's because I'm smart. I can say that because I know what God gives to me to speak. Abby. So, yeah, there's that.
Hey, Abby.
You just not looking at that.
I'm about half out of it over here.
Well, I was going to say, of course not. It's my life, not yours. Just like I was doing on yours last night.
Yeah.
I was listening, but not listening. Fiddling around over here, taking in a lot of it, and popping up every once in a while, and acting a fool. Of course, I act a fool all the time, so it's nothing new.
I started to say, when don't you?
I don't know.
Hey, backtrack.
Backtrack. I don't know, Avid. Let's not find out and say we did. I ain't putting none of my toes down in that water for you.
That's okay. Didn't I say something about anniversary? And if so,
Yeah, that's just it. You know, that's part of life.
Yeah.
You know, we don't expect people to stop living just to be there for us.
That's right. Family and important events come first. And if it was y'all's anniversary, happy anniversary belated.
Yeah, same here. Happy anniversary belated. You know, shoot. Take that woman out for a good meal, a good night. She's been having to put up with you for that long, Dale. I'm saying you better treat her good. Of course, I'm sure that she can give as good as she takes.
Today would have been my mom's stepdad's anniversary had they been living. They got married in '77.
Bet she can keep him in line every bit as good as you can me.
Well, I guess no.
Well, to an extent, okay?
She did. She had this exact same weapon I got. Stop cooking.
Yeah. Not say that Dale can't cook, but because he can. Yeah, while something nibbles away at my tenders. No,
You're right, Dale. She is a blessing. That is a wonderful lady.
Well, all I can say is, I like Miss Rita and Mr. Terry. I've seen the pictures y'all put up from y'all's way back when. I see it. I see exactly why you went after that girl. She's pretty.
She still is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe Piggy and I have been married for 10 years.
Right. Sometimes it seems like it ain't been that long, and sometimes it's like it's been all our life.
Yeah.
Of course, we've pretty much lived a lifetime's worth in the short time we've been together.
Mm-hmm.
It's been starting to get to where I sometimes have a hard time remembering the exes.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, it's like I've told you and I've told others. As bad as it was with all their exes combined, Elaine has made up for all of it combined. So there's that.
So there's that.
There's that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss that little sneezer if she don't come back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss some of the side effects, but like all of them, I love them all. Pains in the butt that they are. Well, then, Mama Linda, bring it, because the more I can forget about all that, the better. It look like we down to 3.
Yeah.
I'll keep the 4 bowls up. It'll give those 3 more room. But
Yeah.
if we get down to 2, I'll spread it out to just 3 bowls. Well,
I hadn't seen Tank.
old Tank's been around.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen
He was in here a couple of times earlier.
Okay. Well, I was in bed earlier because I wasn't feeling good.
Steam shoveling that food bowl the way he does. He doesn't do like most cats and reaches down and gets a little bit or put it out on the table and work on chewing on it. He gets that jaw down like an old steam shovel, scoops it up in, then takes it down. He's my boy.
He's something else, that's for sure.
Yeah. Put that big old head up against my legs.
They knock you down.
Yeah, he's like a bulldozer. Yeah, it does, Mama Linda. It does. Can't be helped. Oh, heck no. That ain't happening. Only one gonna get to do anything to Dad is Elaine, and she don't. Just not her big thing there, you know. Let's see. Really don't know what else to talk about.
No idea.
Right, Dale? Right? You see how Abbott wants to do the piggy? He ain't being nice. Of course, Dale, if he ever tried to do that, he might regret. Okay. Well, that might be a good experience for her. Get a little gymnastics in there. Maybe one day you'll get one of them Hondos, Avid. Never know. You might come across a spot where you grab a hold of a 200-pound one and not just 100.
So mama bear's going from a soccer mom to a cheer mom.
Well, it'll be just as physically strenuous as soccer
Oh yeah.
because them girls do some serious moves.
These little girls in cheer. She plays cheer, softball, something else.
Yeah, she has her into all sorts of stuff.
Emily's little girl is now into cheer.
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's all sorts of stuff going on.
She's a little chunky thing. I bet by the time she's grown, she'll have it all in the right place. Well, folks, it's slowed down. I ain't got much else to talk about. I actually ain't got nothing else to talk about unless I rehash what I've already talked about. I know that'd probably get boring since I already heard all that. And I'm thinking about food.
He's hungry.
I'm not hungry yet. It's just kind of a lingering shadow back there. But I'm willing to bet it won't take too long to get to hungry. So I'm gonna let y'all go do what y'all gotta do, have fun, have a blast, I don't know, whatever. Just make it a great day. Y'all think about it. Piggy loves you.